Hi, Sagittarius. Happy Eclipse Day. So we're not going to do any major predictions today because it's the eclipse and we're not supposed to influence it. There's nothing we're supposed to do. We're just supposed to flow with it. You definitely, though, because this eclipse is closing doors, I do feel like we're in big purge energy. And you will find that that shows up for you in a variety of ways. Like it can show up for you physically, and I'm not going to explain what that means. Just, letting go of stuff physically, or it can show up for you through a good cry. You know, it's really just all of that. I am going to post some um, journaling prompts I found online for this transit. So, it's a good idea to write what you feel your blockages are and just, you write them, you draw lines through them and get rid of them. This is what this is all about, right? And I do feel so we're just going to do something you need to know. Now, this message may not be for everyone. I really appreciate all of the comments and all of the support. You know, I don't know. I don't really think it's necessary to tell me that it's not for you. I mean, but, if you want to, yeah, I mean, I guess you can. But you're going to find that it's, every day it's not for you. And like I always say about tarot is that you have to, everyone does this, and they look for evidence in whatever's going on with you currently. Now, watching tarot is guidance based on energy. And there is no time attached. I mean, it could be coming, it could have already happened. So just take it for what it is. It is just guidance to help you to process the energy. You may feel elements or nuances of this energy, but the situations maybe don't hit you. That's just my advice. That's how I take tarot because a lot of times I'll watch readings and I don't necessarily totally resonate with the story, but I will find parts of it that actually speak to, what I've been processing or the work I've been doing, especially love readings. I feel like love readings really help us relationally. So, that being said, it's a good way to approach tarot. I think that, a lot of blockages can show up in our wounds for sure. Whether it's abandonment, whether it's releasing karmic relationships. And all karmic relationships are lessons. You know, that's it. It's not like, I almost hate the word karmic because it sounds so, horrible, but, and if you're like still hanging on to something that isn't good for you, even though, and the way that can show up is if we haven't taken the lesson. And that's why you always have to look at these connections aren't good for you. But if they cycle back to you, you have to say to yourself, what is this telling me? What is this teaching me? Right? It's really that simple. I mean, karma is all about our life lessons. And so, we tend to like do this whole fire and brimstone with all of that and this fear mongering, and it really doesn't need to be that, you know. So I'm just saying, this is like good advice, right? I used to have a Virgo client. I know I'm talking a lot. If you don't like it, I guess you don't like it, but I used to have a Virgo client and she would always look for, pieces of it to be right now or something that was going on right in the moment. And so on some level, it wasn't effective for her because she spent so much time looking for evidence. The energy missed her. And so sometimes you really have to see the bigger picture. So let's get on with it before someone tells me I never get to the point. So I do feel like you're trying to stay in a good flow where your thoughts are concerned, okay? Because Comet is here with Galaxy. That's an expansion, an expansive energy, it kind of saying that no matter what hits me, I'll be okay, right? And knowing that I mean, you design your own reality. You choose your reality. You really do. Your thoughts choose your reality. And I feel like you may be really kind of moving in that energy, which feels very Sagittarius to me, because our energy is about expansion. And so, yeah. Trying to think in unlimited ways, like even if today isn't stellar, you know, there's just something so much bigger out there for me. So I'm going to think positively about the rocks that are falling all around me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we are seeing a situation, and it feels a little bit like a continuation of yesterday's. And for some people, you may be trying to make a decision, possibly about a relationship. You know, this would be a relationship that you've had in your life for a long time. And yesterday we were seeing something coming, or last night, something coming up with someone who is showing up in a not so great way. You know, and there will be like a confrontation, most likely. And, you know, there is a side to each story. So I feel like before you have this confrontation, you may be thinking about that. Like maybe trying to see the other person's side of the story from a place of, I've known this person a long time. I don't want to just react. You know, I'm really thinking about whether or not this situation has anything to offer anymore. So it may be big. You know, we're seeing tandem, castle, and roses. I mean, there is love between you and this person. But I feel like you're just trying to figure out if the problem is like pride or ego, you know, clinging too much to your own side, and whether or not we can learn to have harmony between us, whether this can come together again. I would suggest you wait a few days before you do this, but you know, I feel like for some you may be trying to decide, and it really could go either way, honestly. So I do kind of feel like this person is important to you. I do. Interesting. So in the tarot, we're seeing the Chariot, the Four of Swords reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands reversed, with Death reversed, which is interesting, but not altogether horrible. Because definitely you have to let go of whatever the problem was, right? Whatever the disagreement was, it's like before there can be change, we have to, because it does feel like there may be even some resentments being held on to. And so we have to work that out first. But the rest of the energies are pretty positive. You know, The Chariot is definitely moving on in a better way. You know, it is usually moving on with someone. It is the dark and the light, right? The Four of Swords reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. It's just more of that energy of we have to heal what is wrong. You know, and maybe that's also figuring out where it all went wrong. You know, with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, that's alluding to building a whole new foundation. A more giving foundation, a more equal foundation. So I don't hate this. There's hope here if this is what you want. Very interesting. So on the bottom is the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress with the Ten of Swords. I mean, it may be that you feel or have felt unappreciated by this person, specifically for what you do. And there is attention being shown. You know, there's a shining of light on that, right? And it does kind of feel like you just want, you know, I don't want to say validation, but since the Empress knows what she's worth, knows what she offers, you know, I just feel like you want to be recognized for what you've put in here. And how that wasn't recognized because we have the Ten of Swords, so it really wasn't. Like this person did not, on some level, they didn't value what you brought to the table. And maybe that's, you know, a matter of effort. Oh, here's the Devil, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups. I do feel like this person wants to start over. Because I don't know, I feel like they're a little bit intimidated by you. You know, I do, like maybe they don't, like part of it is they don't feel equal to you. So even though you feel like they didn't recognize your value, they actually do. And this comes from a place of insecurity for them. But there seems to be an apology. There seems to be them wanting to start over. And it's funny because they want to say all the right things. But it does feel like they're struggling with that. Yeah, King of Pentacles reverse. Not a good look. The World. The Magician, the Queen of Cups. This would definitely be, the Ten of Cups. So, all right. You know, I do feel like this has a happy ending. It does make you feel good. The King of Pentacles reversed. I don't like it. You know, but with the World next to it kind of says that they want to change that. This would definitely be a person who hasn't made good decisions. Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands. I feel like you're really hoping that they're starting to see things differently. I think so. I feel like you're even hoping that this person has a more positive outlook on life and doesn't just see like there's something about this person. Maybe they tend to see like that good things don't happen, right? It's kind of that energy. And I feel like you're hoping that they start to see life in a more positive light and that this really is like a fresh start. I feel like you're really pulling for this person as well. That's interesting. Yes. So who's having weird dreams? Who's having weird dreams? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're dreaming about. I had this weird dream about a birthday cake. It made no sense. So let's take a look and see where this is leading you. Now keep in mind, you know, friendship's indicated here and has been indicated. So this could be a friend, a family member, a lover. Where is this leading, Sagittarius? I feel like the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. You definitely want to see what they do. Like how they're showing up. Are they still in Seven of Wands or Seven of Swords energy? Or are they in King of Wands energy? And it kind of feels like, you know, you want to get very clear on that. You want to see that clearly before you make a decision. Okay. And there might also be, you don't want your emotions getting in the way. So, that's an interesting message. Let's get a mantra. A mantra. Where's our Eclipse mantra? Eclipse mantra. I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. Amen, amen. I hope this day finds you well. Don't forget to purge and release. Toodles.